Hello guys and welcome back to another Club World Cup fantasy video. Today I'm going to showcase to you how my team is going to look for Matchday 3 and I'm going to provide to you some deadline tips. First of all, let's see how my team did in Matchday 2. It was a mixed bag of emotions, but yeah, let's discuss it. So starting in goal, Trubin did alright. 9 points, that's what I got him for. Brilliant performance. In the defensive department, Carreras sadly went off at halftime with a yellow card and he ended on 0 points. Instead, I should have went with Antonio Silva. I was deliberating between Carreras and Silva, but I thought let's see how Carreras attacks because Benfica will attack and only a clean sheet might not be enough for me. But spoiler alert, clean sheet was going to be enough for me. 9 more points would have been amazing. Okay, it would have been 7 because I would have replaced, let's say, Hakimi, but still 7 more points would got me to the exact same score as Matchday 1. This week was a little bit worse than Matchday 1, but overall with the hit that I've taken, it's like 81 points from my team minus 3, so it's 78. The 12-man epic fail, but it was between Alvarez and Vini Jr. Both of them would have delivered the same type of nothing. Of course, if I went for someone like Udis from Juve, it would have been out of this world, but yeah, I was disregarding Juve. I don't know why I only got their defenders. One defender in particular who is Kelly, which he lost his clean sheet and didn't deliver anything. Hakimi lost the clean sheet. Trent went off and they lost the clean sheet a minute after that. So at least I got one defensive return. Rierson didn't even start and came on as a sub for a 1-pointer. Overall, a massive disappointment. In midfield, another disappointment performance by Rodrigo Mora, Mastantuono. Both of them did not deliver anything in the first 2 weeks where I was expecting a little bit more. They got easier fixtures, they got okay performances, but that didn't turn out to deliver any points. 5 points between them in this week. It's not looking amazing. Kvara blanked. Thankfully, I didn't go for more PSG players, but yeah, Kvara's blanking was not expected. Ulize 9-pointer. Ulize has been amazing. I am deliberating should I keep him because he has been playing very well. But at the end of the day, I think that it's not going to be necessary to keep the Bayern assets. I think that even if they win, I think that they may rotate players. Their first place locked almost, but even a draw will lock them up in first place. So I don't see a reason for them to go as hard as possible. Up front were the stars of my team: Haaland 11 points, Kane 10 points, and Pavlidis 11 points. If I went for my max captain in Matchday 2, it would have been the same as if I went with my captain. So thankfully I used the chip in Matchday 1. So overall, I'm in a pretty good net positive with my decisions because Matchday 1 was going to be Mbappe with 0 points. And then I wouldn't have gotten the Ulize points. So it would have been bad. This way I got the Ulize points and 2 more from the chip, which isn't amazing, but overall it's a good performance, and I think I'm in an okay spot to continue. Der Rasqueta also blanked. The only return in on my bench was my goalkeeper. Sadly, both of my goalkeepers returned this week. It would have been better if one of them returned last week and the other this week, but yeah, you cannot pick those returns. Thankfully, I got a good goalkeeper partnership. This will change, of course. But yeah, this is the team, 78 points, and that leaves me to 7.6k in the world, which in hindsight is not that amazing, but for a tournament where I don't know what to expect, with a lot of players being rotated, with a lot of things unexpectedly happening, like Rierson getting benched last week, Haaland got benched, so a lot of my players that I am going for are either benched or are not performing or are subbed at halftime. Like last week it was Mastantuono. This week the Rasqueta got subbed off and the guy that came on scored 2 of the goals and assisted the third, I think, so it could have been the Rasqueta. So yeah, a little bit of luck here and there would be better, but yeah, we cannot bet on that, and I believe that overallish, I'm in an okay spot, 7.6k, with a lot of potential to rise now with my wildcard active. I think it's going to look nice. Now, let's move to my team, and I think that I'm in an okay position. Let me check how are the percentages going on. So Merentiel is no longer a differential, Brandt is no longer a differential, that's sad. Cowell is rising to a percent where he might not be a differential, so Brandt is going away. I thought that I would cook with him, but probably I wouldn't. There are rumors that Kvaratskhelia is not going to start, so I'm going to take him out. Di Maria, yes, he's a penalty taker, but I'm taking him out. Hakimi, there are rumors that he won't start, so I will be taking him out. I don't know what to believe about Oblak, but probably I will not get him. Marquezing and Blanco, they play on day 2, so hopefully their percentages is not going to rise. Merentiel remains into the squad. Delap is out, Mbappe is out. Doe, there are rumors that he will start, so I'm keeping Doe. Of course, we will know the lineups and I will have a potential to improve here and there. But yeah, for now, I'm going to stick with this team like that. This is the team that I want to take into the week, where most of the players are nailed on. Of course, if Blanco percentages keep rising and I don't have the differential points here, I will just go to the next possible player, and that player is going to be, for example, Costa. This guy Advincula has been playing as a right back as well, and I think that it will be okay. 4.9 here, but if I see Blanco's percentages rising near the 4.5, 4.7%, I will move to Advincula, who played 90 minutes here and 90 minutes here, so I believe that he will be playing. For now it's Blanco, but this can change quickly. Marquezin, I don't think a lot of players will go for the goalkeeper's position, so I will keep it like that. Cowell, hopefully he will remain under 5%. They play very late. Oh no, they play on the second day basically, but still it's not that ideal to bet on a keeper that's not going to get the differential points. Now I'm going to go with PSG. I want to put my PSG assets into the game, and there are rumors that this guy here will be playing, and if this guy starts, guess what, I'm picking him for my defense. So for now I'm going to select him in my defense. We are going to see on the deadline stream what are the lineups, because they go out a little bit earlier than deadline. Hopefully I'm going to risk it. Beraldo 0.2, if we see him in the lineup and if they leak it a little bit earlier, we'll be there until deadline and Beraldo will be joining the frame. If he isn't playing, whoever starts, I'll be selecting him. Of course, Zai Emery is rumored to be starting at right back because they need to give Hakimi some rest, which is understandable. But if we go to Zai Emery, he is a midfielder, so I'm not going to be interested in him. But Beraldo makes the list perfectly fine. Oblak, I'm deliberating, should I go for him or should I go for a player like Rob Sanchez. I am not expecting a lot, but he's 4.9, so Cowell will have to remain. Of course, if I go for Cowell, let me just... Cowell is 8.4, so it's not going to work out for me. I need Anton Cowell. No, thank you. I want to get this guy in, Piqueres, as he's on penalties, as he's differential, and Inter Miami has conceded 2 penalties already, so probably Trent is going to have to go out and I'll be selecting Piqueres in. That would leave me with no Real Madrid defense, so probably Courtois, even though he is not in an amazing spot, but he made 10 saves against Pachuca. Come on, he made none of the saves against Tauhiwao, but he's playing and I think they will rely on him, so I'm interested of selecting Courtois here in goal. Of course, if all the defenders that start are from PSG are above 5%, I will probably go to Donnarumma and switch Trent, but for now Beraldo with Courtois fits me perfectly well. Mbappe, I don't see him playing 90 minutes, so Vini Jr. is the successor of him, but I would probably avoid him for now. The guy that I want to get is Girassi. He got 8 points here, but I think that he will get more shots on target against what's their name, against Ulsan HG. I think that they are winning comfortably, so I will be selecting Girassi. I'm almost going to go for another Dortmund player, but let's feed in the player that I want first. Next up, the guy that I want is Arias. He's rising in popularity. He scored 14 points here, scouting bonus, goes from direct free kick, goal scored, assist, a lot of things are working out for him. And he faces Mamelodi Sundowns, who just conceded 4 goals against Borussia, so I will be going for Arias right back into my side. Next up, there is one player that I want to get for the Al Hilal fixtures. They are playing Pachuca, and Pachuca have been conceding goals for fun. Even against 10 men from Real Madrid, they conceded a lot. Of course, if we go to Hilal's team and look at the midfielders, because there are a lot of potential here, midfielders that I can get. So Bono is no longer differential, not going to select him. Cancelo is way over the price, the percentages as well. Renan Lodi is an interesting shout, 9 points here, scouting bonus, but I don't have a space in my defense. Colwill may go, which isn't going to be the most tragic of things, especially if he closes up to 5%. I will be just taking him out, but for now he is in a good position. Ruben Neves is in an okay spot. He's a penalty taker against Pachuca. Why the hell not here? He got a clean sheet, only 2 more points, and he would have been bonus eligible, but yeah, for those money he is not receiving. Another player that I am interested in is Malcolm, but he is a forward in this game, so no thank you to select him. And going down further, it's not looking that good. Salem Al-Dawsari is the best option that we can get, but probably for differential points I will go for Ruben Neves. 1 penalty or 1 long shot and he is into the money. Like, he is playing 90 minutes and 90 minutes, so I see him as a very good enabler that will lead me to getting the returns. Of course, that leaves me with a very good side. I would say for Mengu, no thank you. Dortmund, I might go for Brandt as well, but probably not here. I don't know if Inter Milan will push for more, but who knows. So here we go to Mamelodi Sundowns, won the first game, so the second they lost. So the third is against Fluminense, so Fluminense are 3 points, these are with 3 points, Dortmund are with 4, so Dortmund will win, and Fluminense need to win, so Arias, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, will have to play. Moving down below, Real Madrid, yes, I need a Real player. The options are very limited at the moment if we go to a Real Madrid asset, but I need at least someone. It's going to be either Bellingham, but he's very highly owned. If we look at someone like Vini Jr., he's 6.5, but that's above the percentages, but probably it's going to be Vini. He played 86 minutes here and he played 80 minutes here. Hopefully he will start scoring against Salzburg, but they need to win. Of course, Rodrigo didn't play in that game. Interestingly enough for me, I don't know if they're going to rotate. I have zero clue, but probably they will need to win, and I think that Vini Jr. will be involved in those winnings. And now I'm left with 12 million, with a lot of money to spend, and I don't know where to spend them. The midfield will have to be improved, and if I go to O and I select only midfielders, I can pick Ulize once again. Is he going to play? I don't know, but maybe a Barn asset is good to have as they are playing for fun. If Kvara and Dembele are out, that would mean that someone like Barcola will be in a very interesting spot, and he will be a differential player. And if he starts playing, here he played 35 minutes. If he starts, I might go for Barcola and have Barcola and Doe to attack the flanks. Of course, a lot of more players will be joining the frame. If we see Barcola or Doe not starting, I'll get whoever is starting for PSG. But I think that looks a little bit better. I added one more differential player. I added one more penalty taker. I added 3 more differential players here. 2 penalty takers, 4 penalty takers. Arias is a free kick taker. Pedro Neto has been in a good form, 7 and 9 points. I think that he is in an okay spot to continue delivering. Of course, Delap is a differential. Palmer is the more expensive asset, and I can afford Palmer. He is 9.6 and this guy is 6.5, so maybe Palmer can join the team. But Palmer has been genuinely disappointing, and yeah, playing in that cam role doesn't suit him. I think that it's going to be better for him to try and play in the right mid spot, but with Neto playing there, I just don't see it happening. This is the team that I'm going to go for, and of course on the deadline stream we're going to discuss it more and more, and we're going to talk about your teams, my team, how it's looking, and what we can do for the upcoming weeks. Here, yeah, he got the 2 points. Hopefully he will get the more now. Pacho, I believe, will be rested. I don't know if Kimpembe will play in his place or it's going to be only Beraldo, but hopefully we will get the lineups and we will know what is going to happen with that PSG lineup. Atleti, I don't own any of their players. Maybe instead of Vini, I have to go for Alvarez, which seems like an okay thing to do, but they play against Botafogo. Botafogo are not a bad team and they will need at least a point to go through. So yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence here, but I need Real Madrid asset more, I believe. Against Ulsan and against Ocon City, I need those players into contention. So I'm in a good spot at the moment. For you, if you're looking to not wildcard and you need to take some hits, up to 2 hits, it's okay. -6 points, it's completely fine. So you can rise it up. For me, last week, the hits weren't worth it. Combined, I got 4 points between my 3 transfers, which is bad to say, but it is what it is. If you're looking to use any other chip, I would use it now. You have either Max Captain or a 12-man. If you're going for it, do it, activate it. If you're going for a 12-man, I will probably target, I don't know who I will target, probably Vini, and then I'll go for Alvarez, or the other way around, depending on, probably I will 12-man Alvarez once again, as Vini can be a good captain option. City and Juve, I'm avoiding. Bayern, yes, I'm avoiding at the moment, even though they play against Benfica. I think that these teams need the win more, so I'll be focusing on them. I think I'm in a good position to continue moving forward. Use the chips in the group stage. I don't think it's worth saving them. I don't see a lot of points being given in the later stages of the tournament. Now you have a lot of potential. If I save the team and we confirm the transfers, we need to see the dates. And this is 24th. I'm subbing him in for a 27th player. 24th, 27th, so Marquezin is in. Marquezin, Anton, Vini, yeah, 25th. Do we have someone later? No, we have only 3 players in the last couple of days, but it's going to be more than enough. The captain for the first day, of course, is going to be Doe. I'm making him a captain, and the vice captain is going to be Barcola, confirming the transfers, and yeah, I'm sorted here. So this is the video for now. A lot more will come on the deadline stream. Please don't miss it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, thank you to pushing me to 3.7k subscribers. This means the world to me. Let's now try to push me even further above. Let's see where this Club World Cup will leave us at the end. Can we reach 3.8 even? I don't know, but let's keep pushing step by step. Thanks so much for being involved in my community. Thank you so much for being present in all the videos and have been active on everything. I know my rank isn't that amazing, but still 3.7k is 7.7k is not that bad. I still got 4 million in the bank, so probably I will improve some places. But for now, this is the team, and more will be updated on the deadline stream. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being part of the community. But for now, guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.